Hi everyone, welcome to Chef Shelly's Kitchen. So I don't know about you, but I love Italian food. And being on keto, or when you're trying to count calories and make healthy recipes, I usually resort to a tomato-based sauce. But looking online, I found several recipes that were great for making Alfredo that was keto friendly. So for those of us that are counting calories or again wanting healthy alternatives but a good taste, this is it. So what I'm going to do, it's just some 5 or 6 simple ingredients. There's butter, there's minced garlic, there's heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and salt and pepper. So I'm going to go on, I was heating up my burner here, so I'm going to put my butter in, and of course, as always, just look down below and you'll find the amount that I'm using. So we're going to melt the butter, and as that's coating, what I'm going to do is go on and put in my minced garlic, and I've got quite a bit of minced garlic that I'm using. As I say, you can look and you'll see, but that's part of what brings the flavor out in this particular sauce. And then what I'm going to do, we're gonna need to let this simmer here in a minute after we add the heavy cream. I'm also gonna show you how I go about making zoodles so that you'll see how you can keep this still healthy in terms of, instead of using pasta, you can use zucchini, and I'll just show you how I go about doing that, okay? All right, so this is looking good. So what I'm gonna do now that I've got that butter completely melted, I'm gonna go in and add my heavy cream. And this is what I was saying, I'm gonna just put it in gradually, so not the whole thing. And then once I get this going, then we're going to just let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Kind of reduce, it'll reduce it actually as a result of it. We want it to get really creamy. So let's pour in the rest, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to just let this simmer for a little bit. We'll come back, and also while it's doing that, then I'll show you how to make the zoodles so you can pour the Alfredo sauce right on top of it, okay? Be right back. Okay, so the mixture here is almost done. So what I thought I would do kind of while that's finishing up is show you how I make my zoodles and what I usually do to prepare it. So I usually take a zucchini about this size, cut off the bottom. This is the most wonderful little device that I've seen, one of the better ones actually for doing your zoodles. And interestingly enough, this is the top, but you don't have to put it on until you get closer to the bottom. So what I typically do, let's move this out of the way, is I just simply put it in, hold it, and my zoodles start falling out. You just turn it around. Obviously you've washed your zucchini and your hands and voila, here are your zoodles, which I love. Let me turn down my heat here because I can see it now. So let me just turn that down, turn it over here because I don't want to start anything. As a matter of fact, let me just be safe and put it over here. I wanted to certainly get it started so it would be ready when we toss it. So what I typically do is for my noodles, sometimes I put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes just to warm it up, or I might toss it in a little bit of olive oil, and that's what I'm going to do here today. So it's, you know, strictly up to you, whatever you prefer, however you prefer to do it. So now I'm getting kind of towards the bottom, as you can see there. So then this is where the handy dandy lid comes in, and it will just help you keep turning it like so, so you can get every little bit. I just keep working it, but it's the neatest thing. All right, I would say we've reached our limit. Let's put this out of the way. I've got just a couple of pieces that fell on the side, which is no problem. All right, let's return this here. And let's stir our mixture because this is looking really good. And then while that is doing its thing, let's go on and put the zoodles that I mentioned here in the olive oil, like so. And I just toss it, really. I just kind of toss it, warm it up. And so we're just going to kind of let that do its thing, like so. While that's happening, I'm going to, and I want to rinse this because I'm going to put the Parmesan sauce back in here so you can also see just how much we were able to make. Okay? All right, so let's go in and add our Parmesan sauce to our mixture here. We're still getting this right. So of course, yes, this is the multitasking part because we got our zoodles going. And then to that, we're also going to add salt and pepper. Typically, what I usually do, if you know, it really should be to taste. So start out maybe with 1/4 teaspoon of both. Again, a little less if you want a little less salt. Okay, so we're going to let this simmer. I'm going to turn this heat up here. Let that simmer. And now we're going to draw our attention back to the zoodles. Okay. So really, I'm really just wanting this to warm up a little bit. And we're going to keep it in here until the Alfredo sauce is ready. Okay. And then I'm going to scoop just a little bit on my plate. So you can do it this way, or like I said, you can just put it in the microwave and do it that way if you wish, whichever works better. So here we're really kind of wanting this to thicken a little bit. So I'm gonna turn the heat back up because I turned it down while I was tending to the zoodles. Okay. So we'll give that a minute. Come back over to the zoodles, make sure they're done. And it doesn't take much. Okay, let's let this simmer here just for a couple of minutes, and then we'll be right back and we'll pull it all together. Okay, everything is ready. So it's now time to make the move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Alfredo sauce. I'm going to go in and pour it in my glass dish here so you can first of all just see about how much it makes. And that yielded just about 2 cups. Okay, so you've got about 2 cups of Alfredo sauce right here. And now we're going to, let's get this out of the way. Take my handy dandy tongs. So this was one zucchini, and I would say that this is enough to serve 2 people. And it's a little, you know, I gotta break it. Part of it is that it's ongoing. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so we've got our zoodles here. I'm gonna pour just a little bit of my Alfredo sauce on top of it, like so. So what, you know, I did this kind of as an example because certainly you can add chicken to it, you know, if you want to saute chicken breast, and then add once you cook the chicken breast or whatever kind of chicken parts, you could then add the noodles to that and then pour this on top of it. I mean, all kinds of things. I'm gonna put just a little bit more grated cheese. I kind of like my cheese. Add a little bit on top. And let's mix it around a little bit, make sure everything is coated, and it's just, ooh, my gosh. And I'll admit, I cheated during the break. I tasted it, and it's really good, really good. All right, so let's see how it tastes with the noodles, the zoodles. This is good. This is good. So I put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit more to mine just to enhance the taste a little bit more. To think that this is healthy, you wouldn't believe it. It's good. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to get back to the show. I was kind of engaged in this wonderful dish. So I hope you try it out. Again, how you can make zoodles. Tried to show you that. Make your Alfredo sauce. Again, you can, whenever recipe calls for Alfredo sauce, voila, boom. You've got one and a healthy version of it. All right, that's all for now. Certainly, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos every other week. And I focus on simple, delicious, and healthier ways to make dishes. So tune in. Love to have you. Bye-bye.